From the red-rock canyons of the south, to the fertile fields of the north, to the great deserts in the west, to the mighty mountains in the east, we are the University of Utah. Please welcome us, the UNLV Rebels, and your University of Utah Skatin Rebels. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome once again to the Salt Lake City Sports Complex. To the city's national team training, the University of Nevada, Las Vegas, and your University of Utah Skatin Rebels. Starting lineups first for UNLV. Defense number 6, Connor Hetzel. Defense number 28, Sean Bronski. Forward number 39, Bryce Woodward. Center number 8, Joe Kazuski. Forward number 9, Cody Williams. And in goal for the Rebels, number 31, Jesse Korchak. Starting lineup for your University of Utah Skatin Rebels. Defense from Rapid City, South Dakota, number 7, Tristan Lemonade. Defense from Richmond, Washington, number 29, Brett Myers. Forward from Manhattan Beach, California, number 13, Wyatt Light. Forward from Anchorage, Alaska, number 23, Joseph DiBenedito. Forward from Salt Lake City, Utah, number 27, Nick Fornelius. And in goal for your Skatin Utes, from Draper, Utah, number 30, Patrick Casper. Ladies and gentlemen, if you'll kindly rise, gentlemen with your caps, for the singing of this evening's national anthem. This evening's national anthem will be sung by Miss Paige Crane.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight
go. Skatin UNLV Rebels. We're just seconds away from puck drop here for the first period. Excited to see how this goes. It's the first Division I team that the Utes have played this season. So I'd like to see the matchup. Players getting settled here. Getting ready to take the ice for the opening face-off. All right, here we go. Face-off one by the Rebels, picked up by number 13, Wyatt Light. UNLV Rebels D-man chipped it high off the glass into the stands. Here we go for another face-off.
Let's get fans to remember talking about playing in time and engine, so you high speed. Keep your heads up or it's gonna hurt their mind.
Here we go, face-off. Won by the Rebels in their defensive zone. Here we go, takes it behind the net, chips it right up. Lieber Knight attempts a shot from the point, goes wide. Good hit by Wyatt Light there, lost his twig though. Puck went out of play again. Face off back in the Rebels D zone. Left circle. One again by the Rebels. D-man takes it around the net. Pass up to left wing, neutral zone. Great breakout pass to the center. Straddles the blue line, there we go. Just working it down low right now. Moving the puck really low, going behind the net. Ooh, nice pass to the right circle, or left circle, excuse me. Good shot, saved by Casper. Here we go, both teams change it up here. Face off in the Skatin Utes D zone. Face off one by the Rebels again. Goes back to the left point. Back down the boards. Gino Bastone, forecheck them hard. There we go. Puck goes around the boards. Back up to the Rebels' point. Good tip by Owen Lieberknight, number 20. Here we go on the rush. Oh, good shot. Blocker side save. Great rush. Here we go. Utes try to work it down low here. D-man puts the body on him. Back out to center for the Rebels. Back into the Utes zone. Steven Paolo behind the net trying to break it out. Pass gets cut off, right back down. And now Skatin Utes got an icing call. So face off back in their D zone. Face off, left circle, right circle, excuse me. One by the Rebels once again, back out to the neutral zone. They're trying to regroup here. They dump it back into the Ute zone. Ooh, almost mishandled by Casper there. Rebels gain possession. Pass up to the slot. Shot. Miss left. Here you go. Perry trying to chip it out. Back up to the point. Shot. Blocked. Rebels just working it up to the point again. Left point. Takes a shot. Misses the net. Little to the left. Puck out of play once again. We're right now at the 17 minutes and 15 seconds in the first period. Getting ready for a face-off here in the Utes D zone. See how they do. Rebels have been controlling the face-off so far, but it is pretty early in the game. Another face-off won by the Rebels. Shot. Saved by Casper. Number 31, Patrick Casper. Back to the face-off, right circle. Won by the Utes. Here we go. Tristan Lieberknight trying to make a breakout pass. Gets picked off. Back up to the Rebels point. Good shot and a tip. Missed wide right. Nick Fornelius with the puck. Oh, now we got Brett Meyer. Chips out to center. Joseph DiBenedetto got the puck. Forward checking him hard down low. Puts the body on him. Ooh, nice center pass. And the net is off. That would have been a great scoring chance for the Utes if the net wasn't off. 16:42 here to go in the first period. Face off in the Rebel zone. The Zebras trying to fix the net here, make sure it doesn't come back off. Face off in their D zone, Rebels D zone, left circle. Won by the Utes, up to the point. Shot by number 19, Guy Petrie, misses the net wide right. We got CJ Odlin with the puck right now, chips it out to center. Number 6, Connor Meany coming down left wing with it. Cuts back. Guy Petrie tries to pinch. Number 4, almost good hit attempt by Darren Banks. A little scrum in front of the net right now. Guys are tripped up, battling for the puck. Goes to the right corner. Cycles it down low. Utes put the body on him. Ships out to center. Rebels here regrouping. Rebels on the chip to center. Back up to the left point for the Rebels, down low. Out to the neutral zone, back in the Utes zone. Utes trying to regroup here. Guy Petrie chips it out to center. Regain possession by the Rebels. D to D in their D zone. Almost picked off by Utes play. Here we go, Rebels down the left wall. Tried the wraparound attempt there. Oh, he did. He got it. They score off a wraparound with 15:24 here in the first period. Face off center ice here. Joseph DiBenedetto taking it. Won by the UNLV Rebels. Cuts across the blue line. Down the left wall. And the net is off in our Skatin Utes D zone. Zebra's trying to fix this net now. 15-13 here to go in the first period. UNLV Rebels up 1, Skatin Utes 0. Utes have 1 shot on goal. The Rebels have 6. Let's see how this game plays out here. Face off left circle. Utes D zone. Won by the Rebels.
This is number 15, Eric Williams, on goal 436 of the first period. Once again, another goal scored by number 12. This is by 13 at 436 of the first period.
Face off won by the Utes. Tries a wraparound attempt. D chips it out to the right boards. Wyatt Light with the puck, gets the puck deep. Joseph Deependow forechecking hard, trying to take the body. Puck goes in the center, battle in the corner right now, 2-on-2. Nick Fornelius with the puck down low. Back around the other side. Missed hit attempt by one of the UNLV Rebels. Tristan Liebenheim with the puck, gets it deep. He takes a tough hit there. Right back up though. Battling in the corner, the right corner. It gets, ooh. UNLV Rebels are coming out hard with the hits tonight. Laying down the body. Puck gets shipped all the way down to the Ute zone, no icing. Rebels get there. 2-on-1 in the corner right now, battling for the puck. Guy Petrie wins the battle, chips it out. Right out to center, no icing. Right back in the Rebels D zone. Got Josh Navarez forechecking hard. Puck chipped right back out to center, right back to Guy Petrie. He goes DAD to CJ Odin. Up the right wall. Trying to get it deep. Here we go, pops out the center. Perry takes a shot. Oh, almost got the rebound attempt as well. Draws a penalty though. So this is a Skatin Utes power play. UNLV Rebels get a penalty for hooking, so it'll be a 5-on-4 for 2 minutes with here 13:35 here to go in the first period. Utes have 2 shots, Rebels have 6. Face off right D zone, Rebels. 1 by Darren Banks, down to Stephen Pavel, right back down to Banks. Goes around the boards. Connor Meany picks it up. Goes Austin Talfas, he tries to get a shot off. Chip. Stephen Pablo goes after it down low. Back up top by Talfest. Shoots it a little high, gets tipped up into the netting. There we go, face off, left circle, just right of the goalie. UNLV Rebels wrap it around, see if they can clear. Kept in by number 3, Paolo. Way to hold the line. Darren Banks going after the puck now. Rebels ship it out to center, trying to regroup. There we go, puck goes down to Casper. Stephen Paolo behind the net right now. Passes up to Darren Banks. Darren Banks wheels up the right side, gets it deep. Battle behind the net now, trying to win the puck. Up to the point by Lieberknight, shot. Back up to the point by Meyer, right point, gets a shot. Ooh, almost had a good tip by Banks. Goes around the boards, chipped out, and back to the Utes D zone. Patrick Casper sells the puck. Lieberknight getting forechecked hard, shakes him off. The right corner goes D to D to Meyer. Meyer brings it up center. Shot back into the D zone, shot on Casper. Casper decides to freeze the puck. 11:57 here to go in the first period. Utes 4 shots, Rebels 6. Oh, excuse me, 7. Face off to the right of Patrick Casper here. Here we go. Utes are still on the power play for 20 seconds. Rebels are still up 1-0. 11:50 here to go in the first. Utes bring it into the offensive zone. Battle in the right corner. Wyatt Light gets the puck up to Lieberknight. D to Meyer. Takes a shot. Tipped wide. Behind the net. Chip out to center to Brett Meyer. Meyer skates it to the blue line. Shakes off a hit. And he's going in for a change. And now got Wyatt Light forechecking. And now 14 Jerome. Let's see. Back up to the neutral zone. Utes are offsides. Tag up. There we go. Almost picked off a pass there. Number 37 for the Rebels skating down center. Cuts it inside. Ooh, good shot on Casper. Blocked. Cycling very well. Another shot blocked. CJ Oding. And puck out of play. So here we go, 10:54 here in the first period. Shots for the Utes 4, Rebels 9, Rebels up 1-0. Face off just to the left of Patrick Casper here, skating Utes D zone. Let's see. And I didn't see that call. I apologize. I'm not exactly sure what happened there, but we got to stop it to play. And the face-off is coming right outside the Ute zone. 10:45 here in the first period. Number 18, Austin Talfus tries to take the face-off, wins it. Goes back to number 3, Steven Paolo. Goes D to D. Oh, rims it, excuse me. Tipped out by Connor Meany, and then Talfest forechecking. Rebels trying to get it deep. Regained possession by the Utes by number 6. Turnover. Here we go, back to Steven Paolo, back in our D zone, trying to regroup here. Decides to take it back. Right back up the boards, good pass. Gio Baston goes up to Talfest, gets it deep. Rebels breaking it out, missed a breakout pass. And we got an icing here. So puck will go back down to the Rebels zone. 10:01 here in the first period. Shots for the Utes 4. Rebels 9, Rebels still up 1-0. Face off just to the right of the UNLV goaltender here. Nick Cornelius taking the draw. Almost wins it. Back behind the Rebels zone, D to D. Lieberknight holds the line there as the puck was attempted to get brought out. Missed pass by the UNLV Rebels. They're regrouping here in their D zone. D to D. Take it behind the net. Back up to the left boards. Boards pass. Goes behind the net for Casper, and now Brett Meyer has the puck. Setting it up. Waiting, Wayne takes it up the left side, skates it center, skates it into the offensive zone, the left wing. Attempted shot, and it's back the other way, and now we got a potential 2-on-1 for the Rebels. Great play by Nick Cornelius there. Read the play very well, didn't let the puck carrier get a shot off. Had a Utes forechecker with the guy far side. And nice save by Casper. So here we go, face off. Just to the right of Patrick Casper. 9:05 here to go in the first period. Shots to the Rebels 10, shots to the Utes 4. And here we go, face off. The Bears loses the face off, goes down to the Rebels. Up to Urch. Skates to the center. Center. Attempts a shot and it's tipped and it goes up high and we got a stoppage of play. Face off one by the Rebels. Oh, here we go. Utes regain possession. Guy Petrie attempts to pinch. Back down the Utes D zone. CJ Odin takes it up the right side. Missed the pass. And now we got an icing on the skate, and Utes goes back to their zone. 8:37 here to go in the first period. Shot to the Rebels 10, Utes 4. Face off to the right, Patrick Casper here. Won by the UNLV Rebels. Shot attempt from the left point of the Rebels, number 20. Pinch. Utes trying to play the body here, trying to win that battle along the left side of the boards. And UNLV Rebels got a penalty here. Patrick Casper is going to the bench for an extra skater. And we got number 10 for the UNLV Rebels. So joining us right now is Ryan Jones. Welcome to the broadcast, man. Nice to have you here with us.
Hey, thank you, Nick. It's great to be here. Really happy that I was able to be here, and thank you for standing in for me.
Of course.
I apologize to the rest of the audience for my tardiness. Real job got in the way of my way more fun one. And if you're just joining us like I am, the UNLV Rebels are up 1-0 on your skating Utes. Jake Sachs got the goal for UNLV hockey. 14:40 to go in the first. There is currently 8 minutes left on the clock as the UNLV Rebels are out shooting the Utes 10-4. As the puck goes back behind Casper's net, that's Brett Meyer there. Assisting with his teammates as he breaks around the zone, going up towards the red line. He'll drop back a pass for Cornelius. Cornelius breaks into the zone, makes a move. Drop pass for Light, the rookie Light. Looking for some options, pushed off by the UNLV. Pass is shot and a great save. And the net looks like it came off as a beautiful feed over to Meyer gets stopped by the UNLV goalie. Sprawling to make the save, he knocks off his net, and we will have a stoppage of play.
Yeah, we've actually had a problem here with the nets. Both nets have been gotten knocked off recently, and then this is the second time for the UNLV Rebels as the refs attempt to fix it.
I know that's something that Utah Hockey tried to fix this year. They brought in some new technology to help freeze the more in place, as we have some more technical difficulties to work through. Here in the booth, we will wait as the refs get the technical difficulties fixed on the ice. Face-off is won by Utah. That's Petrie, who moves it over to Paulo. Loose puck in front. There's some words exchanged. The Utes looking like they're trying to find a little bit of rhythm on this power play here. 7:23 left in the first. 1:07 left on the penalty for the Rebels as we will reset here. That's Banks taking the draw for the Utes. He'll tie up, puck gets one back. That's Meany with the puck. And a drive by Petrie through traffic. Gets turned away into the corner. And it looks like Banks, possibly there's a delayed call. It will go against Banks. We'll see what the call is once the Utes touch the puck. That's Ballo. Looks like Banks is going in for a rough with 7:06 left. So we'll have some 4-on-4 hockey here with 49 seconds left on the UNLV power play. Banks will sit for 2. And the Utes have seen their fair share of 4-on-4 this year. They've had a lot of penalty trouble throughout the first part of this season. What has Coach maybe said to you, Nick, that and the rest of the team about the issues trying to stay out of the box?
You know, it's all about staying disciplined, really, and just, I mean, you stay disciplined, that really helps your team out a lot. So he's been really emphasizing that a lot lately. And I didn't see the call by Banks, but I do like the way he's playing tonight. He's been taking the body very well, which, I mean, as he should, he's a big guy.
Yep.
So, yeah.
UNLV works it into the corner. The puck will be moved up to the defense. He moves it over to his partner. He'll think about it, walk to the top of the circles, and a pass skips out and into the crowd. It looks like nobody got hit with that puck, thankfully. It was an absolute rocket of a pass that bounced off the UNLV defender's stick and into the Utah crowd. It looks like everybody's okay. So the puck will get moved back out of the zone, and we will reset. It's DiBenedetto for the Utes taking the draw. They'll tie up, but UNLV is going to take it. Puck gets flipped back up and out by the Utes blue line, and UNLV will reset to come back in on the attack. UNLV is now on the power play as their man is released from the box. They'll be on a power play for 5-on-4 for about 60 seconds here. Puck gets moved up and out. That's Light chasing the UNLV defender and causes a good turnover. That'll kill some extra seconds for the Utes on this penalty kill as the defense will elect to change and UNLV will reset. UNLV comes across the blue line. He's going to drop it off where it looks like that was DiBenedetto with the nice defensive play, which will allow for some more time to tick off the clock here. UNLV streaks back into the zone. They're met with a Utah defender. Pass through the middle gets broken up by Meyer. He'll pursue along the blue line. Nice pass there between, and it looks like there's going to be another trip here on the UNLV shot. Lieberknight will take a check. UNLV's likely to get an extra man out there. Looks like they do. So it's 6-on-4 now until the Utes can touch up. It needs 6-on-5 as Banks is luckily released from the box. Empty net for UNLV. Puck goes D to D. Nice possession here by the Rebels, and finally it's Meyer who will touch the puck. And it looks like Tristan Lieberknight's going to go 2 minutes in the sin bin for a trip.
And one thing I'd really like to say here, I mean, the UNLV Rebels are out shooting the Skating Utes right now, but I mean, the Utes have had some good shot blocks. So really working on that, really trying to keep the puck to the outside and control the center.
So it'll be Lieberknight serving 2 for tripping with 4:48 left to go in the first. Utes are down 1-0, as they'll look to kill off this Rebel penalty yet again. This Rebel power play, I should say. Puck gets moved along towards the top of the circles, now back below. Into the slot will be moved to the D. Great passing here by the Rebels. And a chance there, that's going to ring off the post. And it looks like Casper hits his net off. As UNLV's power play is looking really good, it'll be interesting to see how the Utes can adjust in the second and third period here. The Utes are not allowed to change, as it was Casper who hit his own net off.
Yeah, I agree with you about the power play. The Rebels have been moving the puck very well, moving their feet with speed, getting the Utes moving laterally, trying to find that open man in that open lane.
Puck goes down low for UNLV. And that's Owen Lieberknight, who's given some fits to the UNLV defenders. Puck goes back up, and that's Owen Lieberknight. Will start a 2-on-1 on the penalty kill. He's got a chance. He'll take a shot, and a good rebound. Could not be buried. That was Jensen. No, it was Jerome, I'm sorry. And the puck goes back the other way. Wraparound chances denied by Casper. Casper looks like he's fixing his own net, but the refs didn't look like they saw it or didn't move enough. That's Meyer down there. 50 seconds on the trip for Lieberknight before he's let out of the box. Puck gets moved back up. A lot of perimeter work we've seen so far from this UNLV power play. They're doing a lot of keep away. And a chance there is whiffed. It looks like it wouldn't have mattered as the goal was knocked off beforehand, but this UNLV power play, I mean, they have an amazing amount of possession time, and looks to seem just like the Utes are having a little bit of fits. There was a chance there by Owen Lieberknight on the 2-and-1, but unfortunately it was Jerome that couldn't get to the rebound in time.
Yeah, I've really liked the way Owen's been playing tonight. That's actually his second scoring opportunity tonight. I mean, he's buzzing. He really wants a goal, working hard, trying to find the open lane, trying to move those feet.
Another scoring chance by the Rebels there. The puck was loose for quite some time. I don't know if Casper ever got a hold of it before the whistle was blown. The Utes are probably pretty lucky for a quick whistle by the ref there. UNLV will win the draw. 20 seconds remain on Lieberknight's penalties. A shot gets blocked down into the corner, and I will be cleared all the way down the ice by Petrie. And UNLV will break out for the last 8 seconds of their power play. Lieberknight has a chance to maybe stick lift as he was let out of the box. We are back to 5-on-5 even strength with 2:39 left in the first period between UNLV and the University of Utah. Puck gets broken out. That's Banks who couldn't handle it. And now Meany will apply some pressure. Puck goes all the way down. The icing is waved off as Petrie races to the puck. UNLV is going to go back and reset and break back in. And a good pass here, and a chance is broken up by the Utah defense. And the puck will bounce out of the zone. Utah now has a chance to break it in on the other side. Couple of big hits, can't get the puck away from UNLV as they'll break out, and they have a chance with some numbers, 3-on-2 with Fornelius on the back check. Pass from behind is corralled quite nicely. It looked like the Utes had an opportunity to break with numbers the other way, but couldn't quite handle that puck there. Meyer will reset, allow the forwards to change for the Utes. He passes up to Fornelius. He's going to look cross ice, but it's intercepted, and UNLV comes storming back the other way. Pass, thankfully, is denied and moved into the corner. So far, UNLV dominating time of possession, working the perimeter of the Utah zone. They've had a couple of chances that have thankfully bounced away as 1 minute is remaining on the clock of this first period.
Yeah, just from this first period, I can see that it's been a very physical game. I mean, UNLV is really trying to lay the body down, and so are the Utes.
Shot gets turned away there, and it'll be knocked out. And there's a couple of jostling in the neutral zone. The Utes look to change, but can't. The puck's moved back in. 26 seconds on the clock. UNLV will have to do something fast. A wraparound chance is stopped by Casper. It's a second good wraparound chance we've seen by UNLV tonight. It looks like the nets will have to be reset once again.
And Jonesy, actually, the way they got their first goals on the wraparound, I initially thought Casper would have saved it, but apparently it slid in somehow. I couldn't see the angle, but it was a great wraparound. So
as a defender, now that you know that they're going to try the wraparound, how do you go back into the locker room at intermission and adjust to block that play from happening?
I mean, if you ask me, it really is, I mean, making contact with the puck carrier, trying to match his speed and cutting off that angle for him to get the wraparound around the far post. I mean, that's very critical. And lots of net issues tonight. Lots of net issues as it's off once again. There was a flurry of shots by UNLV that thankfully never found their way to the back of the net. So with 6.6 seconds on the clock, the Utes are down 1-0 as we will have one more face-off to finish off this first period. Puck's lost in the corner.
close to a tripping call, but nothing will be called as time runs out in the first. Once again, it is the UNLV Rebels up 1-0 on your Skating Utes. It was Jake Sachs from UNLV with the wraparound goal that beat Casper. UNLV currently out shooting 17-8 as the Utes will look back to in the locker room and discuss how they can get themselves back into this game. We will take a break for our first intermission. Thank you for joining us on your Utah Game Day Radio. Sorry I came in so late. It was just like go. All right, welcome back to the second period of action. It is the UNLV Rebels leading 1-0 over your Utah Utes as we get reset here. UNLV is out shooting the Utes 17-8. And they have pretty much dominated pace of play so far. So hopefully Coach Hurst has the boys adjusted as we reset. That's Meyer with the puck. And he's going to chip it into the UNLV zone. It doesn't make its way all the way back. As the two UNLV defenders can't break it out. A chance for the Utes. It looks like it was Light who knocked the UNLV stick out. That's Lieber Knight with a chance that gets blocked, and UNLV will bring it back the other way. Lieber Knight corrals in his own end, takes a look, feeds the puck through the UNLV defense. Where finds Lieber Knight back in the corner. He chips it up and out, and they'll UNLV now with the chance to go on the attack. Puck gets sent around where Casper stops it. He leaves it, but it's quickly taken by UNLV. They'll move up to the point. Shot and drive goes blocked by Casper behind the net. So fighting over it, and a chance here, and a shot and a kick saved by Casper. UNLV with some good possession, and it looks like tired legs out there for the Utes on defense. The poke check by Fornelius to Light, and Light's able to bring it back out of the zone. He can't get it across the red line as it comes back from Meyer, but it looks like Fornelius and Light will have the opportunity to change. It's now Fornelius off the change. He's going to miss the pass. No icing, and a chance here. Shot, he scores! That's Connor Meany. After the breakout, the puck goes right to him in the slot, and he slides it in past the UNLV goalie. Some fancy stick work by Meany, and we are all tied up 2 minutes into the second. What a goal. That's Meany's second on the year so far, as he had a goal in last week's contest versus Utah State. Having an excellent start to the season, and we are all tied up here at the Salt Lake City Sports Complex. So a big answer there by Meany off of what seemed like a broken down play. Quite a bit of hustle turns into a Utah goal. There's Paulo on the assist on the Meany goal. Puck's brought in by UNLV, and a shot gets up into the netting, and we'll have to stop play there. So a great adjustment by the Utes. I'm unsure what Coach Hurst said to him, but it looks like they have a little bit of life in them. They're not giving up yet. 18-12 left in the second period. Jerome on the draw for the Utes as they send their fourth line out to eat up some minutes here. It's Odlin. Odlin switches it back to Owen Lieber Knight. He will chip it out, and that's Jerome giving chase. UNLV will beat out the chasing Jerome and breaks it in. With even 2-on-2, a shot gets blocked, and it'll be rimmed around, but not held in by UNLV. We'll put it back in for Casper. That's Odlin. Odlin takes a look, takes a nice check, and the puck goes back into the corner. Good forecheck here by the UNLV Rebels. Now Petrie scoops it up along the boards and has numbers to break out. Bad backhand sauce pass by Petrie. He's corralled by Lieber Knight. The Utes can't quite break into the UNLV zone. That's Jerome getting put into a spin cycle. Utes still can't get the puck. Puck goes across with a shot and a glove save by Casper. As a great save, it was a nice setup by the UNLV forwards. And I believe that Utes line is happy to change as the entire bench is up, giving their cheers to Casper for the nice glove save, flashing the leather. DiBenedetto on the draw for the Utes. UNLV wins it, they go to the point, and this shot goes wide at Casper. Puck gets moved back around and dropped for Tristan Lieberknight. Tristan Lieberknight puts one into the skates of Fornelius and not out. Utes still having difficulty getting the puck out of the zone. A shot or a pass to the middle, and thankfully it could not be corralled there as Casper will get the stop. We reset, the draws won by Daniels of UNLV. Shot gets blocked by Olt in the center. And now a chance to reset as a missed pass goes all the way back into the UNLV zone. UNLV comes streaking in with it wide, and a pass to his defender goes out, and UNLV will have to reset. Pass deflected, and it's able for Meyer to send it back down on net, so there won't be an ice. And instead of choosing to freeze, they will continue to play. Lieberknight creates a turnover for Banks. Banks with a chance here. He'll send a pass into the middle, and good defense by UNLV to knock it away. It looked like there was a chance there. Puck comes across. Light thought about going after it and decides he's going to go back on D. Puck gets flipped up for what could have been a 2-on-1, but it's good defense there by the Utes, and it's Giovanni Bastone on D. Now Banks in the corner, he sends it back into the UNLV. There's nobody there for him to pass to. Utah fans trying to encourage their team with the Let's Go Utah chants coming out of the student section now. The UNLV defense is very content with just wasting some time until he gets pressured by Meany. They'll break it out, and they're going to send it all the way down for an icing. So quite some time eaten up behind the net there for ultimately to be an ice. That was number 25, Asaf, for the Rebels behind the net there. So a chance now for the Utes on the offensive zone draw. Puck is won back by UNLV, but Utah got there first, and the wraparound chance gets denied as the puck's flipped out of the zone for Petrie to corral. Petrie's now got a lot of space at numbers. It's a 4-on-2 for the Utes. Petrie elects to shoot and just sends it right into the chest of the UNLV goalie. Not much trouble handling that shot was Gorjachuk. Puck's one back to Meyer. Meyer with a chance, a shot through traffic, but not a lot of trouble for the UNLV tender. That's Lieberknight down in the corners, away from his post on D. He'll circle back. Chance there, that's Fornelius feeding, and a shot. Looks like it hit the side of the net there. Some good pressure here from the Utes. UNLV defender goes down. They wanted a call, couldn't find it, as Fornelius with a cheeky play couldn't send one through the middle. And now UNLV comes back with numbers. He's all alone. He's got a deke. He shoots, he scores. A little bit of a breakdown. That's the assistant captain, Cody Williams, just putting the moves on Casper. He did not have a lot of help in front of him. So unfortunately, what looked like a little extra momentum from the Utes creates into a defensive breakdown. Casper's left all alone. That's Cody Williams on the goal. UNLV will regain the lead 2-1 here with 14 minutes left in the second period as we restart play. It's being outshot by the Rebels 22-13 currently throughout the first. So in the official scorebook, it looks like Williams will be credited with an unassisted goal as a delayed penalty on the Utes here. Looks like we're gonna get a cross check. We'll see who is the culprit here. So that's number 19, Guy Petrie. He will be sent to the pit of misery for 2 minutes as UNLV will go on the power play yet again. 13:38 on the clock. And UNLV has a chance to extend their 1-goal lead. Puck's won by the Rebels. They'll move it D to D, move it back. And a great poke check there by the rookie Owen Lieberknight as he pursues on the forecheck. Lieberknight with a good check, and the puck will go all the way back down into the UNLV zone. We'll slowly break it out. And back in the goal scorer Williams with the puck. Now reset in the middle, and a shot gets sent into the stratosphere there by Williams. And into the netting. We'll have another stoppage of play. 30 seconds so far gone on Petrie's penalty. So Utes look to kill off another one. UNLV wins the face-off. We'll move it left, right to left, and a shot gets blocked in front and feebly makes its way to Casper, who will cover. A couple of rookies out there for the Utes on the penalty kill. Coach Hirsch putting a lot of faith in his guys and his new recruits. So Navarre's on the point. Pass goes to the slot and into the skates of Perry, and thankfully goes wide, and a shot from the slot again is held by Casper. So UNLV creating quite a bit of chances, moving the puck around on the perimeter and then finding that guy in the slot, which is creating some pretty tough point-blank shots that Casper's had to deal with. So far, it looks like he's done a pretty good job of handling it. UNLV wins the draw. They'll reset again. Puck at the top of the blue line. Now they'll switch places, defenders, and a clapper. Oh my goodness. An absolute missile by defenseman Eric Williams into the top right corner of the net. That's going to release Petrie from the box, and they take a 2-goal lead. It was Williams who switched with his defense partner up near the blue line, creating a little confusion. He received the pass back and sent a rocket over the glove of Casper. Not much he could do there. And the Rebels will take the 2-goal lead. It is 3-1 UNLV, and another chance off the draw here. And the backhand shot goes wide as the Utes maybe a little bit rattled after that one. Puck gets moved down into the corner. UNLV's flying out there, but the puck will end up going back to their own keeper. They'll move the puck up, and it's a 2-on-2 chance here for the Rebels. Good back checking there by Topfest. As the Utes look to regain possession, they will. That's Meany who gets the puck out, but can't connect with his teammates to start a proper break-in. Meany couldn't corral the puck. And UNLV will look to reset. Utah defenders will get a change as UNLV storms back up the ice. Nice check there by Meyer. Will separate, and then Fornelius will bring down the UNLV defender. There's going to be no call. Look close to a hook. A chip shot chance for Light. Light puts on the brakes. Finds Lieberknight. Lieberknight who finds Fornelius. Tic-tac-toe goal! And a great series of passing for the Utes will cut the lead down to 1. The puck was flipped up to Light, who did a nice job corralling it in the air, puts on the brakes, finds Lieberknight, who found Fornelius for the goal. And that's some highlight reel material created by the Utes' first line right there. And they're right back in it. Your score is 3-2 Rebels, still in favor with 10:55 to play after that beauty goal. Set up by some nice passing, and the Rebels move back in. Puck gets dropped into the corner, and a huge hit there, delivered at some extracurricular activities, as it was Petrie who was on the receiving end of a mean check. We'll see what they end up calling here, and if they take anybody else for extracurriculars. We'll see what the call is. They're going to call a roughing at 10:34 here in the second period. The Utes will have a chance now to go on the power play. That's Jake Sachs, who's in the box for the UNLV Rebels. He also scored earlier, the first goal of the game, as Lieberknight's drive gets sent into the catching glove of number 31. That's Jesse Gordachuk of the Rebels. So, and it looks like on the clock, they're gonna give him a 5-minute major, so I believe he actually went in for boarding. That's Sachs with the board with 10:29. So the major penalty will mean that the Utes get 5 minutes of power play time and an opportunity to tie this game up here. Puck can't get cleared out to the other end. The Utes will reload. That's Fornelius sending one in for Light. Light will put on the brakes, looks to set up the power play. Receiving some trouble from the UNLV defense there. Now it's Fornelius on the half wall. He'll drop it to Light. Evaluates his options and gives back to Fornelius. Fornelius at the top of the circles gets it poked away, and Brett Meyer's able to keep that from escalating any further. Meyer thinks about it, he'll retreat. He'll move D to D to Lieberknight, but the puck skips over Meyer's stick. It's Topfest, breaks it out for Lieberknight. Lieberknight's 2-on-2, he's got a little bit of help with some streaking forwards. Pass across the center, doesn't get through, and it'll be flipped up and out of play. The Utes will now get a face-off in their own zone, the offensive zone. It's going to be Banks on the draw. He's got Topfest to his left. Petrie Palo on defense. And he's got Meany to his right. Puck gets tied up and sent into the UNLV corner where Meany looks to corral it. Meany gets checked, and the puck will go all the way back down to Casper. Casper with a head fake, puts it into the corner. He applies the brakes, it'll look to break out. Excuse me, that's Topfest. Topfest with the puck now. Topfest will leave it in the corner. It'll be broken out again. 3 minutes remaining on the UNLV penalty, so the Utes still have quite some time to take advantage here. Topfest will slowly start from behind Casper's net. He's moving up. Puts the puck in. Puck comes all the way back down for Casper. Pursued, and he'll move it up to Petrie. Shoot to Paolo. Paolo now applying pressure. Sends a puck through the slot, nobody's there. DiBenedetto now. DiBenedetto will send it back around the net. Puck comes up to Paolo. Paolo with a shot. The puck spinning there, got caught up in some defenders' feet. And about 2 minutes to go now on the UNLV penalty. Bad turnover here and a chance. And a shot and a kick saved by Casper. As a bad bounce off of a turnover, and Casper with a huge save. The puck was loose and put in the net, but I believe that they're going to say that Casper was maybe interfered with. That's why they're going to wave it off. It was a quick whistle in favor of the Utes. And Casper with a huge stop to keep this a one-goal game. So the next draw will be taken outside the Utah zone as the UNLV players are discussing why that goal was waved off. It was Kazupski of UNLV discussing with the referees here why the goal was not counted. Puck goes out of play, and we will have another stoppage and another reset here. Draws one by UNLV. It'll get sent back all the way down on net for Casper. Just plays it to the side, leaves it for Paolo. Utes will reset here on the breakout. Puck comes up to Meany. Meany can't corral it before he's body checked. The puck comes back down to Paolo. We'll do it again. Paolo moves it up. And they're stopped and the puck comes back down. Great defense here shown by the UNLV. They've been able to kill this penalty so far. Minute 30 left. It's Odlin. Odlin streaks up the ice. Makes a nice move to get to the outside. Takes it down in the corner where he's met with a UNLV body check. Puck moves up to Meany. Meany with a chance to the slot that goes back to Odlin. Odlin with a shot through traffic. Puck's loose. And unfortunately, Meany couldn't find the stick of Odlin. A nice chance there. Looked like the Utes had something cooking. As they'll break it back in. It's DiBenedetto. DiBenedetto drops it from Meany and plays it to the center. No one's there. Meyer with the quickness to keep it in, but can't. Get sent down to Lieberknight. 45 seconds left on the UNLV penalty. And 6 minutes remaining in the second. Meyer breaks the puck out, send a nice sauce to DiBenedetto, but can't find him. DiBenedetto applying pressure. Puck stuck along the half boards there. He'll drop to Fornelius. Now a little bit of room here. Lieberknight with a pass to DiBenedetto, who couldn't corral it. A shot from Meyer was redirected by Nick Fornelius in front of the net, but couldn't make it pass. Puck will slide across the ice to Lieberknight. Back to Fornelius. He'll take it around the circle. Sends a shot, never got through. Puck gets chipped up and out of the zone. It'll stay in. And as the UNLV kills the penalty, they have a chance here, a 2-on-1. And a nice play there. Looked like Lieberknight got a stick in there. As the puck was broken out there, it was Sachs who was released from the UNLV box, and the Utes are lucky that that didn't develop into something more dangerous. Kazipski on the draw for UNLV. He wins it back. Thinking about it, a shot goes high again. Looks like it was deflected off a Utah stick, and the puck will remain in the zone. And it looks like that UNLV is taking a play out of the Utah book, or just the regular hockey book, on that face-off draw. I know that Utah runs that play quite a bit in practice. It's interesting to see other teams picking up on it. Puck will go back down into the corner. Oh, up goes D to D. Pressure by the Lieber Knight. Puck goes down in the corner. That's Jerome with a good hit there. And Petrie pursues. Puck back up top, sent out and up into the nets once again. We have 5 minutes remaining in the second period. The UNLV Rebels are up on the University of Utah Utes 3-2. The Rebels are out shooting the Utes 24-15 right now. We've had some very pretty goals being scored by both sides in this second period as the Utes look to get back in it. Puck gets one back to Meyer. Meyer's gonna send it along the boards to Banks. Banks is met with a huge hit and put on his rear end. Shot by the UNLV defense goes wide. Meyer fighting for the puck, finds a way to get it to Meany. Meany's able to break it out to himself, but it looks like it got caught in the stick of Banks. And a shot and he scores! So off the bad turnover, that's Jake Sachs who gets his second goal of the night. And UNLV will go up 4-2. So a bad turnover by the Utes in the neutral zone leads to Sachs' second goal of the night. Comes here at the 4:34 mark left in the second. As the Rebels will go up 2 goals. Puck just bounced past Casper there. As play resets, it's the Utes. That's Light who's able to get it in, sneak by the defender, puck's down on the corner. UNLV takes over there, starting to break out. But Cannett's held in by Fornelius. Fornelius with a shot! And there was some traffic in front by DiBenedetto, but unfortunately could not make it through. Here's a chance that's sent high. That was Williams with the chance there. Now on the other side, that's Light. Light shot gets knocked wide. Now Light walks in, shot, and it goes right into the catching glove of Gordachuk. 48 left to go. Utes down 2. We'll get a full line change by Utah here. And it looks like that's number 14, Jerome, on the draw here. That's the 4th line of the Utes getting some looks. That's Lieber Knight pursuing the puck. He's got it at the hashes. He'll move it up to the defense. That's Paolo. Paolo with a shot. A chance is knocked aside by Gordachuk. Some jostling for position at the corner there. Looks like the refs are going to let it go. There was some holding by both the Utah and UNLV players equally. Puck gets moved along the half boards. Utes applying some good pressure by this 4th line. Some fancy work there. That was Courier with the chance there. And the puck will get stopped by Gordachuk. In a fairly physical game through these first 2 periods. As a lot of body exchanging being exchanged on the half walls. A little bit of talking between UNLV and Utah on the benches there. Navarez will take the draw for the Utes. He's got Erk to his left. He's got Meyer on defense with Lieberknight. And it looks like Perry. Puck gets up and out. Meyer chips it back in to Navarez. Back to Meyer. Navarez to Perry. Perry with a shot off the blocker of Gordachuk and up into the netting, so we'll have another stoppage of play. 2:41 to go in the second period. And the Utes will take a line change. Some great hockey being played by both sides. UNLV right now is out shooting the Utes 25-19 and have just been flying all over the ice. The Utes have been struggling to catch up, but a couple of pretty goals from Meany and from Fornelius have kept the Utes in this one. Puck gets tangled up and sent into the boards. And fighting for it, puck comes out to Fornelius. His shot never made it to the net, and Meyer can't corral it, so the puck will go back down towards the Utes zone. Meyer sends it to his D partner, Lieberknight. Back to Meyer, who works behind Casper. Meyer with a feeble backhand, can't get it out. Up to Light. UNLV will come back in on the other end. Pass through the slot, and a shot is corralled by Patrick Casper. He's able to move from his left to his right to catch that in the chest. So a couple tough turnovers from the Utes are leading to good scoring chances by the Rebels. And thankfully, Casper's kept a lot of those out of the net tonight. Puck's won back by the Rebels. Shot goes into the leather of Casper. Fink wins the draw for UNLV, but it'll be taken out by the Utes. Puck barely trickles past the blue line where Fink will corral it. Now it's Petrie. Petrie's passed it and get out of the zone, and now a chance for the Rebels. Pass through to the slot, gets blocked aside, but it's Fink again. We'll move the puck around the perimeter, and now back into the slot. It gets turned on net, and Casper will dive on the puck to stop play as we near the end of this second period. So the Utes will send out their first line to counter this UNLV attack, as Fornelius will take the draw for the Utes. He's working against Kasipski. Puck gets won out by Meyer. Meyer sends it out to Light. Light's able to split the defender. Shot, and it goes wide as Austin Light was able to sneak by. Meyer keeps it in, and it's moved down into the corner. Puck's not moving very much. It's DiBenedetto who fell on it. And some good forechecking here by the Utes. It's like Light's stick was caught in a UNLV skate. He gives him a nice shove. And he'll receive a good check back. And it looks like we're gonna get a stoppage here for a penalty. We'll see what they call. And it looks like Lieberknight's sticking up for the Light. And it looks like Lieberknight just got himself 2 minutes in the sin bin for trying to stick up for his teammate. It's Joe Kasupski from UNLV. It looks like he's gonna get 2 for tripping, I believe. And it looks like Lieberknight's going to get 2 for bullying as he came back to stick up for his teammate. We'll see what the refs call as Nick Fornelius enters the half circle to chat what this is all about. As of now, both teams have 5 men out on the ice, so I don't believe we're going to go down to 4-on-4. We'll see what the refs decide. "54 seconds left in the period. And it looks like the Utes actually will be on the power play. So it's going to be Kusipski for the tripping call, I believe. He'll get 2 minutes. Liebernight's penalty's not up on the board yet. I would assume it's 2 minutes for rough. But because it came after the whistle, it looks like the Utes will retain their power play. So it looks like the Utah power play will roll into the third period if things stand pat throughout the next 54 seconds. Coach Hers is sent on the power play unit 1. That is Nick Fornelius. At center, he's got Light to his left, DiBenetto to his right. And on defense, a pair of Meyer and Guy Petrie as we wait for this to be figured out. I'd like to thank you for joining us at this moment. If you are watching or listening on the YouTube stream, welcome. And thank you for supporting the University of Utah Skatin Utes. Fans are getting antsy as we reset play. It'll be Fornelius on the draw for the Utes. He wins it back to Meyer. Meyer sends it over, a pass for Petrie, but it's coming the other way. He's in on Casper. Shot and a save by Casper. A bad turnover led to the jailbreak. That was Colby Daniels with the chance for UNLV, but Casper came up with the nice save. Utes will break it out with 30 seconds left to go in the first. Meyer drops it back for Fornelius. Fornelius takes it to the left. He loses feet, and now he gets back up. And a chance for Petrie and a drive. It's corralled by the goalie Gordachuk with a nice save on the clap bomb by Petrie. 18.5 seconds remain in the second. 1:24 left on the UNLV penalty. It looks like Coach Hurst will stand pat, decide not to change from the first power play unit. UNLV will take the draw, he's sent around. Meyer can't keep his feet, and the puck comes all the way back down to Casper. Casper will just play it around, 8 seconds left on the clock. And a huge hit right at the end here. It's Light on the receiving end yet again. And some choice words being said between the two. It looks like it was number 37. It's Jared Turcotte. So Turcotte with a huge hit on Light in front of the Utah bench. And it looks like the Utes will now go on a 5-on-3 advantage with 1.2 seconds, less of a miracle. Looks like Casper comes out of the box. So the Utes are gonna go with a 6-on-3 look here with 1.2 seconds. And that's Turcotte, he's got 5 minutes. So quite a bit of time for the Utes to get back in this. 1.2, we'll see what Coach Hurst draws up with the extra attacker on the ice. A little bit of activity. We'll switch up centers now. It's Fornelius now taking the draw instead of Topfest. Fornelius tries a shot, and another shot gets blocked. As the second period ends, things getting physical, getting a little chippy out there. And some words being exchanged between the UNLV Rebels and Utah Utes as they skate off the ice to end the second period. So as we end the second, UNLV Rebels are leading your Skatin Utes 4-2. The Utes will start out on a 5-on-3 advantage. It's Turcotte on the box for a trip for 106, and there's 5 minutes remaining on the penalty that was given out to number 8, Kazipski. Shots are 25-19 in favor of the Rebels. As we go into the third period, thanks for joining us on the University of Utah Utes Game Day broadcast. This is my mic. Hello. All right, hello and welcome back for the third period of action between the UNLV Rebels and the University of Utah Skatin Utes. Just to remind you, the score is 4-2 in favor of the Rebels. The Utes are looking to change that as they come out here with the 5-on-3 advantage. So the Utes will have an advantage for 1 minute and 6 seconds. And then 4:59, so the UNLV has a penalty, a major penalty in the box. So we'll play 5-on-4 for 1 minute and then, or 5-on-3 for 1 minute and then 5-on-4. As there's a party in the box for UNLV. Lieberknight, to remind you, is also sitting in the box on the Utah side, but his penalty does not affect the Utah advantage. Power play 1 for the Utes returns onto the ice. It's DiBenedetto light and Fornelius up forwards. It is Brett Meyer paired with Bastone on defense. Puck comes up to Meyer. Meyer walks along the blue line. He'll send it back down to Light. Light with a chance, and that goes off of Gordachuk's shoulder and out of play. A huge chance right now for the Utes to crawl back into this game and at least cut this down to a 1-goal game. You have to think here that the Utes need to get something out for this 5-minute advantage before time starts running out. Fornelius back up to Meyer. Meyer walks over, pass to Bastone. Puck gets blocked. I believe that was by Williams as he shakes it off. And that's Casper corralling the puck back. Gives it to Meyer. He'll break into the zone for the Utes. Meyer gives it to Bastone. Bastone with a little bit of room. He'll look to set up the power play. Fornelius. He'll move it up to Meyer. Meyer takes a walk towards the block U and a shot and a drive and put back on net. It was Meyer's shot originally blocked by Gordachuk, came right back out, and that was Light with a good second chance. But Gordachuk stands pat, and the Utes will take the draw in the offensive zone. 19:10 on the clocks and 14 seconds left in the Kazupski penalty. And as the puck gets sent down to the other side of the ice, the Utes will now go from a 5-on-3 to a 5-on-4 as the UNLV players release from the box. Alex Petrie streaking up the ice. He'll send one back around the net. Held in by Palo. Palo sends it back alongside. That's Banks to corral it behind the back of the net. Banks walking up along the half board looking for help. Kept in by Petrie. And that's Meany checked off the puck as he tries to get it in the UNLV defense. Will send it back to the skates of Casper. Casper leaves it to Palo. The Utes will look to break out yet again. Palo moves up to Banks. Banks at the blue line, gets checked by the UNLV defender, turns the puck over, and UNLV will now clear it back out. 3:05 left on the 5-minute major. As the Utes look to capitalize and bring this back to a 1-goal game. That's Light bringing it up. He gets slashed. It looks like his stick blade broke, and we're going to have yet another UNLV penalty. We do have one of our linesmen down. It looks like he might have been on the receiving end of the broken stick as Lieberknight exits the sin bin for the Utes. And that's number 12 of UNLV. Hold on while I get his name. Oh, it's Jake Sachs, the 2-time goal scorer, who's going to enter the box for the Rebels. So Sachs will get a 2-minute minor for tripping. And note that Turcotti's still in the box for 2 minutes 51. So the Utes back on the 5-on-3. We'll see if they can capitalize here, because they've been given plenty of power play advantages here. It's DiBenedetto on the draw for the Utes. He wins it to Light. Light moves it to Meyer. Meyer thinks about a shot, but he'll give it to his partner, Lieberknight. Lieberknight walks in, and a pass is a little bit too hot to handle for Fornelius, who's able to get a stick on it and sends it into the netting. Remind you that Lieberknight and Fornelius already hooked up for quite a beautiful goal in the second period. We'll see if this line can refine that magic. It looks like the refs will check the nets once again. I need to remind you, both of these teams undefeated, so someone will get their first loss tonight, as UNLV is quite the formidable club, ranked number 12 in the nation in the ACHA polls. Meyer plays it alongside the Light. Light's got plenty of room to work with. He'll think about it, gives it back to Meyer. Meyer skates, opens the hips, gives it back to Light. Light sends it across to Lieberknight, and the stick got there before Lieberknight could one-time it. He moves it down to DiBenedetto, and a clap bomb from Brett Meyer. Chat, clip that. Brett Meyer with a huge, huge slap shot from the block U. And they're going to have a 1-goal lead for the Rebels now. An absolute blast by the assistant captain, Brett Meyer. And that is going to relieve one of the UNLV players from the box. I believe it's Sachs that will be released off of the minor penalty. And yet the Utes will remain on the power play. 5-on-4 here for 2 minutes and 20 seconds. And an absolutely huge goal for the Utes. They had plenty of power play time. And you had to think they had to get one there to remain in this game and feeling confident. So it's 17:23 on the clock. The Rebels lead the Utes 4-3 after the Meyer goal. And it appears that we might have a clock issue, that they're going to figure out how long that Turcotte still has to remain in the box. Meanwhile, the second power play unit comes on for the Utes. It's Topfest at center with Banks to his right, Meany to his left, and on defense, it's Petrie and Paolo. Puck is won by Topfest, who moves it to Paolo. Paolo now up to Banks. Banks receives a hip check, but is able to get the puck deep where Topfest will get it. Pestered by UNLV defender before Meany can get it. Moves it back to Banks. Banks to Topfest. He'll circle around, move it back, down low to Banks. Shot. Oh, and a great chance there. It was Meany, but it looks like Gordichuk just closed the wall there. He couldn't bring it down. Topfest has to jump over Meany. And the puck almost gets out. It'll be a 2-on-2 for UNLV. That's Williams up the ice, makes a nice move. Oh my goodness. Just an absolutely disgusting goal by Cody Williams, his second of the game. It looks like he walked Paolo and from behind the red line is able to chip that puck up and over Casper's shoulder. You might see that one on SportsCenter, ladies and gentlemen. That was disgusting. That is Williams' second goal of the night. And now the Rebels will regain that 2-goal lead. It is 5-3 with 16:29 left in the third. 1:26 remaining on Turcotte's penalty, so that Williams goal will go in as a short-hander. As the Utes reset, bring the puck back out. It was DiBenedetto who dropped it for Fornelius. Fornelius will now drop it for Meyer. Meyer scored just moments ago. Sends it around for Light. That's Light working along the boards. Receives a nice cross check there. And Lieberknight can't keep it in, but he is able to stop the break on the other side. And then puck comes back to Meyer. Meyer will move along into the corners. Meyer still with the puck. Goes back up towards the point, moves it down to Light. Light gets stick checked. He's able to fight off the defender. Can't get towards the slot. Cornelius moves the puck up to Lieberknight. Lieberknight with a shot. And it looks like Gordachuk saw every bit of it, even though there's a decent amount of traffic. And a puck that was intended for Meyer. He had his back turned on the change and didn't see it. Now Cornelius comes back in. 16 seconds to go on the man advantage. Puck's up in the air. No one could find it. And now it's settled back out. Petrie's able to keep it in. Linesman says it's good. The 5-minute major penalty by Turcotti's up. He's back out on the ice. We are back to full strength. Shot gets blocked, and UNLV looks to break it out. That pass goes a little bit too far, but the icing gets waved off. UNLV now works in their offensive zone. DiMinetto there trying to corral the puck away. Puck moving along the half boards for UNLV. Now sent into this middle, and a chance that was meant for Turcotti. Couldn't take advantage, and a nice toe drag there, and a shot and a save by Casper. Turcotti, after being let out of the box, had a nice little toe drag there to create some space, move into the slot, and Casper gets the best of him. It'll be interesting to see how the Utes can bounce back after giving up that goal. And unfortunately, as we were saying earlier, that long power play to start the beginning of this third period goes for naught as UNLV is able to answer on the shorthander. Remains 5-3 with 14 minutes left in this final period of play. Puck gets turned over into the slot, and a weak shot is blocked away by Casper. Puck's back now for Lieberknight. Lieberknight spins, breaks it out to Banks. Banks sent it into the middle of Topfest. I don't think he was expecting the puck. Some great stick work here, these dekes by UNLV to create some space. Puck was never able to get back out. It's back in the corner, and it's Lieberknight who received the check and fell to the ice. He now gets the puck. He'll pinch and kill some time. He'll receive help from Brett Meyer. A couple of notable players not on the ice tonight is Alex King and David Barnes for the Utes. Alex King is barking orders up here from the booth. Both of them with shoulder injuries. I'm sure the Utes would love to have them, but it does give some good time for these first-year rookies. As one of them right here with the puck, Courier puts on the brakes. Courier's shot gets blocked away by Gordachuk, and he receives a nice hit there as UNLV will take the puck back out. UNLV walks in, and a chance here, and a nice stop originally by Odlin. The puck was just left sitting there, and it's left for UNLV to bury into the open net as the UNLV lead continues to grow. It is now 6-3 with 12:50 left. We'll see who the goal scorer is, who they awarded to. It looks like it's possibly Thomas Harrison with the goal. Number 20, the defenseman from Shaker Heights, Ontario. Oh, Ohio. There's an H at the end of that. Anyways, as play resets, it's now 6-3 UNLV. And they will ice the puck. 12:36 remaining. The Utes will try to find an answer. There's a big slap shot goal from Meyer that originally put this game within reach 4-3, but a shorthanded goal by Williams, and now Harrison extends that Rebel lead. They'll break it out of their own zone. And a nice cross-ice pass can't be caught, where it's now Meyer having to work from behind his own net. He can't chip it up and out. Puck comes to the slot. That's Austin Light streaking in. Light with some nice moves, but good defense there by UNLV. Light crashes into Gordachuk. It's unintentional. And play will stop as Gordachuk will take a sip of water and readjust his helmet. Utes will send their second line out. It's Topfest with Meany and Banks. It's Odlin and Petrie on point. Puck's won by UNLV. Chipped over to the half boards where they'll break it out. A little bit too far through to the neutral zone, and puck's turned over and back sent around by Casper. UNLV's able to keep it in. There's not a lot of Utes were in their own defensive zone looking to break the puck out. Trouble here is the puck gets played into the slot, and Casper didn't get a great look at it as there was plenty of traffic in front, but thankfully the puck just bounces to the side. Stick gets caught in there by Meany. He'll receive a nice check, but he's able to keep his feet where Gordachuk plays back to his defenseman. UNLV will gladly take their time breaking out of the zone as this 3-goal lead now with just over 10 minutes left. And a slap shot gets blocked, never found its way to Casper as Liebernight's able to get the puck out to Banks. Banks walks in all alone, trying to make something happen, and a shot. It looks like Gordachuk had a little bit of trouble there. It almost slipped through his 5-hole, but he'll replay it before the whistle could be stopped. As now it's Turcotti from UNLV off to the left side. Chance from the center gets blocked. That was, I believe it was Topfest. No, it was Navarez, apologize. Navarez was able to get a stick on it. Now the long pass, 2-on-2 the other way for UNLV. Couple of drop passes, an angle changing, and the puck never found its way. We got a 4-on-1 developing, and the Utes just can't do anything with that. They were a little bit too close together, and now a 3-on-2 developing on the other side. A lot of open ice here for these two teams. UNLV with a chance and a save by Casper. Maybe one too many passes. Puck couldn't get over there quite fast enough, and Casper's able to stop this track fest. It was back and forth with some odd man advantages, and both teams will reset and get a line change. For the Utes, they'll put out the 4th line of rookies. Puck's won by Utah. It's Liebernight with the puck. That's Owen Liebernight coming out. Puck gets to Jerome. Jerome to Courier. Courier with a shot. Gordachuk has the blocker ready. And the net's going to come off yet again. We've seen plenty of trouble. It looks like numerous players were getting pushed in. We'll see if the face-off stays in this zone. It looks as though it will. Interesting for this 4th line to see some good minutes throughout the first weekend of play, and now into D1 action. It is Courier with Jerome and Owen Liebernight. Myers on point with older brother Tristan Liebernight, so some veteran leadership on the back end, but this 4th line is able to let the rest of the boys rest a little bit, and they get some action against a very, very talented UNLV team, as we see here. Puck gets sent around. It's Liebernight with a check. And now a little one-on-one developing the other way. It's Meyer on defense. Meyer with a great poke check. And Casper reaches out to stop play there. And it looks like someone's a little bit upset with Owen Liebernight. We'll see who that is. I'm not quite sure what maybe happened behind the play. It's Sean Plonsky, and it looks like he's going to be kicked out for giving Owen Liebernight the business. We'll see what the official call is. I think Owen Liebernight, one of the rookies this year, he's shown some flashes of greatness, a lot of grit and hustle throughout this first couple weekends of hockey. Someone to really watch for going forward, and good on the kid by showing restraint. He basically just takes the face wash and draws the penalty. I'm not quite sure what happened to stir some bad blood between him and Plonsky. Both these teams have been quite physical tonight. It certainly seems that a local rivalry might be developing between UNLV and Utah, as we've seen a couple of extracurricular moments tonight from both sides. And it looks like this UNLV team, they're not going to take any kind of stuff. The box remains empty, as it looks like UNLV has not sent over a player, and now they will. I mean, why would you if the referees don't ask to take one? It looks like number 2, Tice Teague, is going to have to sit for Plonsky's action. He will sit for 2 minutes in the pit of misery, as we have just crossed the 10-minute mark. 9:52 remaining. Utes go on a power play, and a drive by Lieberknight gets blocked by Gordachuk, and the puck comes back down to the other side. So the official penalty for Plonsky will be a 2 minutes for roughing and then a 10-minute game misconduct. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe that means he will be eligible to play in tomorrow night's game, which will be here, same time, same place, 7:30 at the Salt Lake City Sports Complex. Nick Fornelius now drops it to Light. 1:20 left on the power play. Light walks in right into the slot, and his shot gets blocked. A little stick check. Casper with a fluttering pass goes into the feet of Lieberknight as he'll try to move in near the block U. Meany will take it, moves it back as the Utes will reset. Meyer back into his own zone, up to Fornelius. Fornelius will leave it to Meany. Meany, and a shot goes high and out of play into the netting. Utes will get a change as the second power play unit will come on. Looks like Guy Petrie's having some words with some UNLV players. Be interesting to see if one of these guys got mic'd up, if they were friendly or not. Banks will take the draw for the Utes. He loses. UNLV will take it to the corner to try to eat up some time. Now it's back to Banks. Meany feeds it into the center, and looks like Gordachuk has it. Nothing's happening after that. 44 seconds left on the roughing penalty and the Utes' advantage. We'll see if they can get anything back into this game. They're down 6-3. They've had plenty of chances on the power play tonight with only very few conversions. Something to look forward to changing in this next game, because it seems as though this Rebels team is no stranger to penalties. The net will go off again, having quite the issue tonight. And it looks like Gordachuk, if I'm not mistaken, it looks like Gordachuk knocked that one off himself. So it looks like Topfest seems to believe so. He was giving him some words there. It's happened quite a bit on this end of the ice. I'm not sure if it's the nettings or if this is starting to become an intentional trend. .38 seconds left in the power play for the Utes. 8:29 left on the clock. They're down 6-3. Banks applying pressure, but UNLV is going to be able to get it out. Puck moves across the neutral zone and back in on the other side. Looks like Petrie and a UNLV forward got tangled up and skidded to the ice. And the danger is washed away as Banks will take it up, crosses the blue line, leaves it for Meany. Meany with a shot. It almost got redirected, but it's Gordachuk with a good save again. Shots on goal tonight. Looks like the scoreboard really hasn't changed too much. UNLV with 25, the Utes with 19. I'm not quite sure how accurate that is. It seems like UNLV has done a lot of dominating so far throughout this game on the offensive side. This third period has looked quite different, but then again, they have been down a man for almost the entire period. as the puck gets sent back down to Casper. That's going to do it on the power play. The Utes fail to score yet again as Meyer now brings the puck up. UNLV's released from the box, and Meyer with a chance right into the shot of Gordichuk. The Utes applying quite a bit of pressure, but not a ton of scoring chances here, as Gordichuk really has not had too much trouble with a lot of these shots. So we'll reset. It's the first liners out again. DiBenedetto, Light, Cornelius. They got Lieberknight and Meyer. A lot of minutes for this first line tonight, and for good reason. They've played quite well. Lieberknight was able to glove that puck down to DiBenedetto, but it's going to be ruled a hand pass, and the draw will be taken out of the zone as Lieberknight and Meyer, the two defensive pairings, will switch out in favor of Audlin and Petrie. Draw was won by DiBenedetto, and Light moves the puck back down. And the puck's cleared all the way back down to Casper. This is going to be called for an ice, so UNLV will not be allowed to change. We'll see if Coach Harris looks like he likes going with these same forwards. He's going to keep them out there. With 7:22 left on the clock. Cornelius with the draw. He'll lose. UNLV will look to clear. Cornelius now with a chance. He falls before his shot could get anywhere close to Gordichuk. Puck can't be kept in. It's sent all the way down. It looks like it's going to be yet another icing at the 7:04 mark. Some desperation times for the Utes here as time is winding away in this game. 6-3 your score with 7 to go. Unfortunately, the firepower from the Runnin' Rebels, or Skatin Rebels I should say, has just been too much for this Skatin Utes team to handle, as UNLV will win the draw again. They have an odd man rush brewing. It's a 2-on-1 with a good back checker in Navarez, and the puck didn't get cleared out. It looked like it was Williams who ended up having a chance. But it looks like Patrick Casper will get a stop. So we'll reset in the Utah defensive zone. Six to 3 your score. That's Meyer who will wheel it around and break it out. He's looking for help. He finds Banks with a nice cross-ice pass and a 3-2 for the Utes. Topfest, Banks made a nice play to get the puck to Topfest's stick. He couldn't do anything with it. Now Meany with a chance through the slot, but to the wrong side of the receiving forward. Just Topfest with a weak check. And it looks like Meany thought he was going to get called for a trip. He definitely looked guilty, but it appears that there won't be a call. Meyer gets checked there, and so does Lieberknight, but they're still able to find Banks. Banks with a cross-ice pass gets denied, and the puck does not go out. Lieberknight with a check, and a feeble shot to Casper gets turned to the side of the corner. Fairly quiet in the building here from Utes fans as things are looking more and more grim. And these players are looking very tired. A shot from the red line onto Casper's blocker just gets knocked aside. Now it's Meyer. He'll take his time. And his pass is a little bit too far for Lieberknight. It'll go all the way into the skates of Gordichuk, and he will just hold. So thankfully they will be able to get an ice, as that shot did end up going on goal. 5:28 left on the third period scoreboard. Some dejected looks from a lot of the Utes fans and players as time winds out in this game. Anything can happen. And a huge check there. It was Owen Lieberknight who gave it. He's going to get his helmet back on. It was such a big hit that play actually stopped for quite some time, even though there was no whistle. Puck's now down in the UNLV zone. The puck will get moved back by Courier down into the UNLV zone, but really no forecheck there as they elected to change. UNLV's easily able to break it out. Puck comes back down towards Casper. Casper's going to stop the play there. 4:43 to go. Utes down 6-3. So we reset play here. Utes are going to look for a miracle. They're really going to need to dig deep here. Nice check by Light, but the puck did never go out. And a chance here in the slot. Some good Utah defense. I believe it was Fornelius got tied up with that forward. And didn't allow for the shot to go on net. That's Odlin giving pressure. Puck comes back up to the point. Walking in. Shot, it goes high. It looks like it went off a Utah skater stick. But puck still can't be cleared out. UNLV will gladly take possession. Try to wait this game out. Now the puck moves to Fornelius. He puts on the brakes. And a nice pass over to Odlin. Odlin puts one up into Light, who just lets it go. He didn't have a whole lot of room being given to him. And the puck goes down deep into the UNLV zone. A turnover here. That's Light who puts on the brakes. He had Meyer coming back door. I don't know if he saw or heard him, but his shot goes wide and comes all the way back down behind the net of Casper. Lieberknight giving chase. Meyer with the help. As they try to get it back into the UNLV zone. There's Light with a quick move. He's got Fornelius there, and that play is going to be ruled offside. It looked like play was established into the zone, but the refs, at least the linesmen, seem to disagree with my perspective. And what do I know? I'm just a guy talking to strangers on the internet. Anyways, 6-3 is your score with 3:25 left in the game. That's Meyer with the puck. He puts one in. It's slowed down by the Rebels defender, and the Utes are able to regain control. Back up to Meyer. Meyer puts it down in there for Meany. Back to Meyer now. He'll skate along the corner. Sends a pass to really nobody, but the Utes corral and actually get a decent shot on Gordichuk, but he doesn't seem to have much trouble with it. Looks like a penalty's coming up here. We'll see if Casper started to move to the bench, so it will be on UNLV as Topfest is taking exception to the penalty that's on Williams. And a little bit of a skirmish here is those don't seem to be too friendly of hugs right now. A couple of sticks going flying, bodies too. It's going to be Williams in the box for UNLV. It's going to be Meany in the box for the Utes. It looks like we might have a 2-for-1 going on here. It's Bryce Woodward and Kazipski in the box for the Rebels, and now even more players are going. It's a soft for the Rebels, and Meany's being joined by Topfest. So we'll figure all this out. I'm not quite sure how much it's going to matter other than guys are just getting their names in the scorebook, as there's only 2 minutes, 51 seconds left to go in this 3-goal game. Utes on the wrong side of the scoreboard here. A lot of penalties for both sides. If you've been a Ute fan for quite some time now, you know that this Utes team is always a leader in that department almost throughout the nation. And that has to do a little bit with some local refereeing and some poor decision making by the Utes. The Rebels come into town and they make their force felt. As they've come in, they've dominated possession. Their passing has been crisp. They've taken advantage of plenty of Utah mistakes, and most importantly for them, their penalty kill has been delightful, as I believe there's only been one penalty or power play goal for the Utes. I believe it was Myers' shot that led this third period, which thought that maybe the Utes would come storming back. But I mean, the story of the game is leading off this third period, Myers scores during a 5-on-3, and still with 4 minutes left in a major penalty during that time period, the Rebels are able to score and wash off that goal by Meyer essentially and keep it a 2-goal game. And then a late goal by Sachs, I believe, was the goal scorer. His second has put this out to 6-3. The Utes somehow come out on an advantage. There'll be a 2-minute slashing call that's enforced. So we have 3 guys in the box for UNLV, 2 for the Utes. This play gets reset here. Utes will end this game with a 1:30 on the power play, 2 minutes on the clock. It's Fornelius with a bit of room. He'll put on the brakes before putting it down into the corner. DiBenedetto, now it's Topfest. Slowly working with the puck. Looks to give it back to DiBenedetto. DiBenedetto with some time, he's working along the hash. Back to Top. Oh, that's Light. Light moving in with a chance to Fornelius. And once again, the net is off on this UNLV side. As I've mentioned before in the broadcast, same 2 teams tomorrow night at 7:30 here at the Salt Lake City Sports Complex. If you're not watching college football, why don't you come on down? We would love to see you here as the Utes take on the Rebels for game 2 of this home weekend. Puck gets moved over to Paulo. Paulo with a shot, and another shot was brought up by Navarez, and it looks like Gordachuk is able to stop both of them, one with the blocker, one with the toe. And UNLV with a chance to clear the zone. They'll just send it back down to Petrie. 37 seconds left. Petrie with a little bit of open ice as he skates into the blue line. Drops to Navarez. Navarez' shot goes up and into the netting. We'll have a stoppage of play. 30 seconds left on the clock for the penalty. Double that for the time remaining. So the Utes would really need a miracle here. We'll see if maybe someone can't just pad their stats a little bit with a goal or an assist coming up. It'll be Jerome on the face-off. So his 4th line gets a little bit of power play time. That's Owen, Lieberknight, and Navarez. Paolo and Petrie are on D. It's Owen Lieberknight now with the puck. Moves it to Paulo. Paulo's shot, and a chance here. Shot scores! The shot came from the point from Paulo. The puck went off the pad of Gordachuk and right to the stick of Zachary Jerome. It's going to be Jerome with a power play goal. And the puck, and the score now is 6-4 with 1:06 left. Not sure if any of the bookies set lines in Vegas for this UNLV team. It might be overwhelming for some. I highly doubt it as 1 minute remains on the clock. Puck now to Lieberknight. Lieberknight moves it up to Meyer. Meyer now Fornelius with a chance. He's all alone, and a shot is saved by Gordachuk. Keep an eye on Casper and see if Coach Harris believes that it's enough to bring him out. And the stoppage of play with just 35 seconds left, as all of the guilty parties of the penalty fest that just occurred are now released back onto the ice. So we're even strength with 35 seconds left. 6-4 your score after that goal by Jerome. And the ref there, looks like he got his skates tangled in with a stick. Otherwise, UNLV would have had a pretty good chance to go back up 3 goals. Puck gets moved out to the defense. Now in a chance, puck went up and into the netting there. A little diving shot. We'll wait for them to reset so we can finish this game. Puck's won by UNLV. A shot goes wide to Casper. Puck's moved back up along the half boards now. And with just 3 seconds left on the clock, UNLV is going to take game 1 of this 2-game series at home. Your final score here from the Salt Lake City Sports Complex, 6-4. Rebels beat our skating Utes. A good effort from the boys with goals from Jerome Fornelius, Meyer, and Meany for the Utes, but it's not enough to counter the 6 goals by the Rebels. Fairly physical game. As teams will elect not to shake hands, they can just do that tomorrow. Or maybe they will. Some of them at least. We'll see. Some good sportsmanship shown by both sides. As we thank you for joining us here in the booth for the University of Utah, I am Ryan Jones. We will catch you here tomorrow night at 7:30. Thanks for joining us, Internet.